did get out of here with a win. He did the other night, despite all the things that have gone right for the other side, the way they've played, and maybe have gone wrong for you. Is there something to that you have?
Yeah, we have a will to
closed
win.
them out?
We're look, like I said, at each time, at each point they came in, we play to win here. We're not playing not to lose. Play to win. If they beat us, they beat us. I said it in 5 timeouts, straight timeouts. I never thought about us losing. My whole thought was, how do we get this thing and get a gap? Then when we got the gap, we shot a layup. Like, what just happened? I mean, there were things that happened in that game that I'm like, oh my God. And then you have to erase it and move on and say, come on, let's go.
You talk about not being able to count a freshman, but Tyler made a big shot for you. Can you talk a little bit about his poise there?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he did some good stuff, and I was going with whoever was playing well. I was scrambling, and, you know, I thought Marcus Lee would defend better than Trey, and I thought Trey would be better on offense than Marcus Lee, where we're subbing like that. Took Dakari out at times and put Marcus. I was doing anything. Andrew is hurt. Andrew got hurt again yesterday. He's trying to play through it, but that's why when he started limping, I just said, kid, just stay out. And he kept saying, Coach, let me try to get it. Let me try. And so he's beat up a little bit, but I'm happy the guys, because he didn't play particularly well, but other guys didn't either. I mean, you think about it. What did we shoot?
28.
I love that. Do you know how much I love a team shooting 28% and winning? What just happened? You shot 28% and you won the game. And it isn't like they didn't shoot fouls. They shot fouls too.
John, this was a play late in regulation you were up to, and Andrew went to the basket, missed, instead of pulling out and maybe getting fouled.
Yeah, I think he had a mental lapse. And again, he ran by me. I don't know why I didn't just yell, pull it out, pull it out. And I didn't, because I just didn't think I had to. But I should have. So it's the combination of me and him both. It's kind of like when Carl was falling out of bounds at Louisville, and I'm standing next to an official, and I say, why didn't he call a timeout? How about this thing? Why didn't I call a timeout? I could have called it too. I didn't. So there are things, these kids are, they're not machines. They make mistakes. They do dumb things. And but I got a good group that has a will to win, and now I got my work cut out for me. We got work to do. We're not very good right now. We're just not.
Do you find that? Do you think that's hard for us to believe when you're 15 and 0?
You just watch if you watch the last 2 games, we just shot 28%. We shot 28%, and we out-rebound a team that we're way bigger than by 1 rebound. I mean, you know, and the guys that won the game, Trey Lyles hasn't made a free throw in pressure yet until then, and Dakari would be the first. If one of my guys got cramps and they had to pick a foul shooter on my team, they would pick Dakari, let him shoot it. And the kid went up and made 2, and he made a big rebound. So he fought in there. I was proud of him. Maybe this gets him to go, because he's been really struggling.
What is Andrew's injury?
He's got like a hip. You know, he got hit in the hip, and it's been bothering him. And then he got hit yesterday. We were doing, it was a nothing drill, and he just got hit by Dakari. Just being around Dakari, he get hurt. He ran by him, and boom, he went down on the floor. So that happened at the end of yesterday's practice.
John, offensive rebounding has been such a big thing for you guys, and in the first half, there wasn't a lot of offensive rebounding.
Well, what they did was they just said, this guy's not getting it, and they pushed you into the cheerleaders. And I hope somebody else got the ball. This one and that one aren't getting it, and it was a full force in that way. And we didn't fight it, we just accepted it. And there was one where Carl had his hands up, and it was a double foul. I can't wait to see that on TV when I see their version. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff. But I come back to this is our veterans got to get this right for our team, not our young guys.
What does it say?
Do you think they started calling the game differently after that play you just described? Because there were a lot more fouls after that.
I don't know. I have to watch the tape.
What does it say you hit those free throws down the stretch after kind of struggling from the line for most of the game?
Oh, we had some guys miss 2 again.
Willie
made 2. How about the 2 Willie made? Willie went 1 for 3 last game. He comes in and makes 2, and those were big too. We were just trying to, even in the first half, if we don't make 3s, we're down 15 instead of 3. We made the only shot we made was a 3. Dakari couldn't hit the rim again. He had 5 attempts at shots and didn't get it to the backboard. So you gotta give them credit. I mean, they fought and played, and I'll say it again, they didn't have the best player. And they did it. So my hat's off to Billy. He's, you know, I know how good a coach he is, and he's a good man, but I told him you guys deserve this one after, but.
You guys got crushed in the paint points too,
Yeah.
which is highly unusual.
Yeah.
What is that?
Just they were more active, more physical. They fought. We kind of accepted it. We were looking at officials call fouls, and they didn't. You know, we just there were 3 rebounds at the end of the game where my guys worried about looking at he's fouled me, and the ball hit him in the chest. My guy, and their guy got it. I mean, you know, you can't. I had to take him out. I said, "What are you doing?" He grabbed my arm. Okay, sit over here. Dakari, go in there and battle. I mean, it was just. They got young guys. It's amazing when you have young players, the stuff they say and do. It's like having 8-year-olds. Like, you said that? Really?
Are you afraid you
Last
might not,
question.
are you afraid you might not get their attention even though it's close?
Might not what?
Get their attention by a close victory, even though there still is?
Look, we just gotta get better. I'm not worried about all that. I've had teams like this. I'm so old that I've had enough teams that have started like this and they get stale and they gotta get something back and, you know, you get your mojo back and then all of a sudden you come out of the gate and you start playing and you're on a roll. I don't want us to be great right now anyway. We need to be great at the end of February and March. Right now, let's just see where we are, learn about each other. We learned a lot about our team today. We really did. That's the whole thing. You're playing this early and it's January, learn. You win and you learn. I don't think there are any losses right now. You know, it's winning and learning, and that's all we're trying to do. Thanks, guys.